In a stunning and unprecedented move that has sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles and social media alike, Princess Sheikha Aisha bint Rashid Al Maktoum, a member of the United Arab Emirates royal family, has openly confessed her deep romantic affection for Captain Ibrahim Traore, the 37-year-old interim president of Burkina Faso. The confession, delivered via a heartfelt video message posted on her verified social media accounts, has sparked intense speculation about potential cross-continental alliances, cultural bridges, and the personal lives of two figures from vastly different worlds. The princess, known for her philanthropy in education and women's empowerment initiatives across the Middle East and Africa, began her message with a poised yet emotional tone, addressing Traore directly. Captain Traore, from the sands of the UAE to the heart of the Sahel, I have watched your journey with admiration that has blossomed into something profound, she said, her voice steady but laced with vulnerability. I confess my love for you, not as a royal decree, but as a woman who sees in you a beacon of hope and strength. I wish for you to let me into your life, to share in the potential I have seen in you, the youngest leader in Africa, a man who has reshaped his nation against all odds. Sources close to the royal family indicate that Princess Aisha's interest in Traore dates back to his dramatic rise to power in September 2022, when he led a military coup that ousted the previous junta leader. At just 34 years old at the time, Traore became the world's youngest head of state, a title he held until recently. His background as a career military officer, trained in Burkina Faso and abroad, including stints in Morocco and France, painted him as a disciplined and strategic thinker. But it was his post-coup actions that truly captured the princess's attention, according to insiders who spoke on condition of anonymity. Delving into Traore's transformative leadership, one cannot overlook the sweeping reforms he has implemented in Burkina Faso over the past 3 years. Facing a nation plagued by jihadist insurgencies, economic stagnation, and political instability, Traore prioritized security and self-reliance. He restructured the armed forces, launching aggressive counterterrorism operations that reclaimed significant territories from groups affiliated with Al-Qaeda and ISIS in the Sahel region. Reports from international observers note a 40% reduction in attacks in key provinces, attributed to his emphasis on community militias and intelligence sharing with neighboring countries like Mali and Niger. Economically, Traore's vision of endogenous development, a push for Burkina Faso to break free from foreign dependency, has been nothing short of revolutionary. He nationalized key mining assets, particularly gold mines that were previously dominated by foreign corporations, redirecting revenues toward domestic infrastructure. Under his watch, gold production surged, with exports hitting record highs in 2024, funding projects like rural electrification and irrigation systems that have boosted agricultural output by 25%. The princess highlighted this in her message. You have transformed Burkina Faso from a land of challenges into one of promise. Your policies on food sovereignty, where you've invested in local farming to combat famine, show a leader who thinks not just for today, but for generations. Traore's diplomatic maneuvers have further elevated his profile. He severed ties with former colonial power France, expelling French troops and diplomats in a bold assertion of sovereignty that resonated across Africa. In their place, he forged alliances with Russia and China, securing military aid and investment deals that included Wagner Group, now Africa Corps, mercenaries for security support, and Chinese funding for solar energy projects. Critics argue these shifts have isolated Burkina Faso from Western aid, but supporters, including many young Africans, praise Traore as a Pan-Africanist icon, drawing comparisons to historical figures like Thomas Sankara, whom he often invokes. Princess Aisha's confession goes beyond mere admiration for his policies. She speaks of a personal connection to his resilience. I have seen so much potential in you, she continued in the video, her eyes glistening under the soft lighting of what appeared to be her private palace quarters. As the youngest African leader, you embody the future, innovative, fearless, and committed to your people. Your speeches on unity and anti-imperialism echo in my heart, reminding me of the shared struggles between our regions. I wish to stand by your side, to learn from your transformative spirit, and perhaps, together, build bridges that unite the Arab world with Africa's rising stars. The video, which has garnered over 50 million views in just hours, includes clips of Traore's public appearances interspersed with footage of Burkina Faso's landscapes and development projects. Analysts suggest this could be a calculated move by the princess to spotlight African issues, given her history of advocating for cross-cultural exchanges. Her family, the Al Maktoum dynasty, has long invested in Africa through entities like Dubai Ports World and humanitarian aid via the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives. Yet, this personal declaration marks a departure from royal protocol, where romantic matters are typically kept private. Reactions have poured in from around the globe. In Burkina Faso, street celebrations erupted in Ouagadougou, with young supporters chanting Traore's name and waving flags. Social media buzzed with memes and debates. Is this a genuine love story or a strategic PR play? African feminists have lauded the princess for her boldness, while conservative voices in the UAE express concern over the cultural implications of a potential union between a Muslim royal and a military leader from a predominantly Muslim but secular-leaning nation. As the story unfolds, questions abound about Traore's response. Known for his stoic demeanor and focus on governance, he has yet to comment publicly. His administration's priorities remain on stabilizing the country amid ongoing security threats and economic reforms, including a recent push for digital currency adoption to circumvent sanctions. The princess's message ends with an invitation. Let me come into your life, Ibrahim. Together we could forge a legacy that transcends borders. Delving deeper into the princess's fascination, it's clear that her admiration stems from a blend of political intrigue and personal resonance. Princess Aisha, at 32 years old, is no stranger to the corridors of power. As the daughter of a prominent UAE emir and a vocal advocate for sustainable development, she has spearheaded initiatives like the Al Maktoum Foundation's Africa Outreach Program, which has invested over $500 million in education and renewable energy projects across the continent since 2020. Her travels to sub-Saharan Africa, including discreet visits to Mali and Niger in 2024, exposed her to the Sahel's complexities, issues of security, resource management, and neocolonial influences that mirror some of the UAE's own historical challenges in asserting independence. What particularly captivates her about Traore, as gleaned from her social media posts and interviews over the past year, is his unyielding commitment to sovereignty. In a 2024 TEDx talk in Dubai, she subtly referenced leaders like him without naming names. True transformation comes from those who dare to reclaim their narrative from external forces. Traore's expulsion of French military forces in early 2023, followed by the diversification of international partnerships, aligns with this ethos. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has pivoted toward alliances with Russia, providing military training and equipment that bolstered counterinsurgency efforts, resulting in the reclamation of over 50 villages from extremist control by mid-2024. This shift not only enhanced national security but also symbolized a broader African resurgence against Western dominance, a theme that resonates deeply in Pan-Arab discussions about self-determination. Economically, Traore's reforms have been a masterclass in rapid, grassroots-driven change. Recognizing Burkina Faso's heavy reliance on agriculture, which employs 80% of the population, he launched the Agricultural Offensive in 2023, distributing 400 tractors to farmers at no cost and subsidizing seeds and fertilizers. The results were staggering. Tomato production skyrocketed from 315,000 metric tons in 2022 to over 500,000 by 2025, with the establishment of the country's first 2 tomato processing plants enabling local value addition and reducing import dependency. In May 2025, his government allocated over 104 billion FCFA, approximately $170 million, for agro-pastoral equipment, further advancing food self-sufficiency goals. These initiatives have not only stabilized food prices amid global inflation but also created thousands of jobs in rural areas, curbing urban migration and youth unrest. Princess Aisha's message alluded to Traore's innovative approach, likely referencing his embrace of technology and sustainable practices. Burkina Faso under Traore has seen a boom in solar energy projects, with Chinese-backed installations powering remote villages and reducing reliance on imported fuel. Gold mining, a cornerstone of the economy, underwent nationalization reforms that increased state revenues by 30% in 2024, funding infrastructure like new highways and schools. His administration's bold move to reduce ministers' salaries by 30% while boosting civil servants' pay by 50% has fostered a sense of equity, earning him cult-like popularity among the youth. Online, Traore's image as a people's captain, often depicted in military fatigues addressing crowds, has gone viral, with memes and fan art proliferating on platforms like X and TikTok. The potential romance adds layers of intrigue to already tense geopolitical dynamics. The UAE, with its strategic interests in Africa through investments in ports and logistics, could see this as an opportunity to deepen ties with the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, which Traore co-founded with Mali and Niger in 2024. Diplomatic sources speculate that a union, however unlikely, might facilitate joint ventures in counterterrorism and trade, bridging the Gulf's wealth with Africa's resources. Yet, challenges loom. Cultural differences, Traore's focus on domestic stability amid ongoing jihadist threats, and the UAE's conservative royal traditions could complicate any personal developments. Global reactions continue to evolve. In Africa, leaders like Senegal's Bassirou Diomaye Faye have praised Traore's model, while Western outlets express caution over his authoritarian leanings and Russian alliances. Social media in the Arab world is abuzz, with hashtags like #Princess Aisha Loves Africa trending, blending support with skepticism. As rumors swirl of a possible private meeting arranged through back channels, the world holds its breath for Traore's reply, which could reshape the narrative of international relations in unexpected ways. Further exploring Traore's impact, his social reforms have been pivotal in fostering national unity and equity. Upon assuming power, he implemented salary adjustments that symbolized a commitment to the common citizen, reducing ministers' and parliamentarians' salaries by 30% while boosting civil servants' pay by 50%. This move not only alleviated financial burdens on the state budget, but also addressed long-standing grievances about elite privilege, boosting morale across public sectors. Additionally, Traore cleared outstanding debts owed to former colonial entities, redirecting funds toward domestic priorities. His administration's focus on anti-corruption has led to the arrest of high-profile figures involved in embezzlement, further cementing his image as a reformer. In the realm of agriculture, which forms the backbone of Burkina Faso's economy, Traore launched the Presidential Initiative for Agricultural Production in 2023 to 2024, aiming to achieve food self-sufficiency. This included distributing free tractors, seeds, and fertilizers to farmers, alongside investments in irrigation and processing facilities. By 2025, these efforts had transformed rural landscapes, with reports of increased yields in staple crops like millet and sorghum, reducing the nation's vulnerability to climate shocks and global market fluctuations. Megaprojects such as new dams and agro-industrial zones have been inaugurated under his watch, promising long-term sustainability and job creation for the youth. Princess Aisha, in her advocacy work, has often championed similar causes, perhaps seeing in Traore a kindred spirit dedicated to empowering the marginalized. On the international front, Traore's formation of the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, in 2024 with Mali and Niger has redefined regional cooperation, emphasizing mutual defense and economic integration free from external interference. This bloc has pursued joint military operations and resource-sharing agreements, challenging traditional power structures in West Africa. His nationalization of the gold sector, a key revenue source, has shifted control from foreign multinationals to state hands, increasing royalties and funding social programs. While critics in Western media decry these moves as isolationist, supporters hail them as a blueprint for African resurgence, echoing the revolutionary ideals of Thomas Sankara, whom Traore reveres. Amid these accomplishments, the princess's bold declaration has humanized Traore, often portrayed as a stern military figure. Her words underscore his appeal beyond politics, a young leader whose charisma and vision inspire across borders. As of this evening, sources in Ouagadougou report that Traore addressed the nation in a brief televised statement, acknowledging the message with diplomatic grace. "I am humbled by the sentiments from afar, but my heart remains devoted to Burkina Faso's sovereignty and progress." Whether this sparks a personal correspondence or remains a fleeting moment of global intrigue, it highlights the intersecting worlds of royalty, revolution, and romance. This developing story continues to captivate, blending the personal with the political in an era of rapid change. Updates will follow as more details emerge.